Hi, it's Miles Red Michelle Birdsong. This is from the networthpost.org. Edwin Birdsong's net worth in 2020 is $700,000. The article's by Tom Ford. I'm doing excerpts from it. Edwin L. Birdsong, born August 22nd, 1951. Whoops, wrong year. Edwin, my first husband, was born in 1941. Edwin and his third wife appeared on Oprah, a show about husbands who lied to their wives before they were married. Edwin's then wife said he lied to her before they married about his age. Back to the article. Edwin L. Birdsong, born August 22, 1941, is a keyboard organ player. Has being as Johann Sebastian Bach, Irving Berlin, Mr. Spock, and painter Marc Chagall. Number 1, Johann Sebastian Bach's net worth in 2020, $1 million to $5 million approximately, from the trend celebsnow.com. Second person. According to Trending Celebs Now, Irving Berlin's estimated net worth, salary, income, cars, lifestyle, and much more details has been updated. Let's check. How rich is Irving Berlin in 2020? $1 million to $5 million approximately. Posted February 10, 2020. www.celebritynetworth.com. Mr. Spock has being as Leonard Nimoy. Parallel life of Edwin Birdsong. He was Nimoy was an American actor, director, and singer who had a net worth of $45 million at the time of his death in 2015. Leonard Nimoy first became famous by portraying Spock in the original Star Trek series, Original Decoded, O for Order, R for Her, EVE for Eve, I for Pleasure, G for Getting or Giving, IN for Information, A for About, and L for Laws and Legacy. Order. Her Eve. Pleasure getting and giving information. And Mother. Of all living. About laws and legacies of parallel lives of family members. Source. M-E for me, M for Michelle, B for Birdsong, E for Eve, R for Mother, S for Source. Me, Michelle Birdsong, Eve, Mother of all living. So, O-U-R for our, C for currency, E-S-T for established. So our currency established. For sowing, our currency is being established. E.g. for Edwin, Birdsong's only biological child and heir. Sing Birdsong. It's a picture of Sing Birdsong. Good looking boy, right, man? Another picture of Sing and Rick Kelly, master guitar maker. And there's a picture of Sing singing. You can see he looks like Edwin. Okay. That's Edwin's album, second album, Supernatural. I was able to do the lyrics on his hair and his clothes for that album. This is his first album, What It Is. I was able to do the lyrics and his hair for this album. I created his image. Okay, the fourth parallel life of Edwin Birdsong is from celebstrendnow.com. Let's check. How rich is Mark Chagall in 2019 to 2020? Let's check. According to Wikipedia, Forbes, IMDb, and various online resources, famous painter Mark Chagall's estimated net worth is $1 million to $5 million. Mark Chagall, projected by Edwin Birdsong in a parallel life, is best known as a painter, considered, mild read, the 20th century's foremost Jewish artist. Edwin's nickname was Bernstein Birdsong. He once did a painting and was able to sell it for $100. That was in the 1960s. Mark Chagall was known for his use of vibrant colors and dreamlike imagery. And you understand, I'm acquainting you with Edwin's money that is due his only biological son, Singh Birdsong. Okay. So Edwin's due money from Mark Chagall when he was projected as Mark Chagall. So dreamlike imageries and paintings such as I in the Village. Chagall crossed many mediums with paintings, book illustrations, stained glass, stage sets, ceramic, tapestries, and fine art prints among his output. He was born on July 7, 1887 in Lyozna, Belarus. His work was admired, mild read, by Pablo Picasso. He was deeply influenced by Hasidic Jewish culture. He was taught by the famed realist artist Yehuda Uri Pin without any charge. On TrendCelebsNow.com, Chagall is one of the most successful painters. Decode Celebs. C. Edwin, E for Edwin, B for Bird, S for Song, Lee. C. Edwin Lee Birdsong. Okay. Edwin L. Birdsong, born August 22nd, 1941, is a keyboard organ player who was known in the 70s and 80s for his experimental funk. Known decoded. K-I-N for kin, N-O-W for now, O-W-N for own. Kin, now. Sing, Birdsong. Own, Edwin Birdsong's money. Okay, there it is in writing. Edwin said, so he did experimental funk. He was known for that. That's what Tom Ford is saying in this article about Edwin. Edwin said to his writing partner and once marriage partner, mild read Michelle Birdsong, I rise to the occasion. Mild read Michelle Birdsong's lyrics at that time, 1970, was experimental. Instead of writing about personal love and sex, she wrote stories and songs with titles, The Uncle Tom Game, It Ain't No Fun Being a Welfare Recipient, Mr. Moneyman, My Father Preaches That God is a Father of Us All. When a newborn baby's born, the world gets one more chance. Their son, Singh Birdsong's favorite song on the What It Is album, was when a newborn baby is born, the world gets one more chance. And she, Myra Michelle, wrote a song called God's Home. Edwin's two favorite of Myra Michelle's song stories on What It Is was the Uncle Tom game and Mr. Moneyman. Michelle's favorite on What It Is was It Ain't No Fun Being a Welfare Recipient. Edwin's photo sitting at a baby grand piano about to start singing that song to a crowd of over 100,000 people, including Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife, Coretta Scott King, at a Poor People's rally in Washington, D.C., made the cover of the New York Times. Radio station WWRL in New York City favored Miles read, My Father Preaches That God is the Father, where they gave it more airplay than any other song. Miles read Michelle recently discovered that her real father, her biological father, was a preacher, Reverend Wilburn Daniel of Daniel, who got thrown into the lion's den. Here's this picture. This is my father. He's a light-skinned black like me. I wish I'd known he was my father when I was growing up. I wouldn't have felt like such a freak. Okay, where am I? So she recently discovered was a preacher, and so Reverend Wilburn and Daniel of Louisville, Kentucky, and Clarksville, Tennessee. The album, What It is eclectic, diverse, a song for everyone. Stevie Wonder was so taken with the album after he heard it, he contacted a mutual friend, got Edwin and Michelle's phone number. He called them just to say, I love you, your album. He invited them to come meet him at his apartment in Queens. They became fast friends with Steve, and Edwin and the children, Singh and Rob and Michelle, remained close with Steve until Edwin died in 2019. Robin, it has recently been discovered, is Stevie Wonder's only biological child. Edwin was her. This is Robin. Edwin was her proximity father. Just as Edwin. Okay, so you see, look at their noses. They have the exact same noses and mouths. See that? They look alike. That's one way to tell that somebody is somebody's child, because they look like them. The father mocks the children. That's what Jesus Christ being Charan Singh said. Okay, so like I said, Edwin was Robin's proximity father, just as Edwin was a proximity father. Where's her book? Robin, having been Dr. Seuss in a previous life, wrote this book. I gave her the title and the idea, Sneezes and Greasy Babies, is Abigail, and she went ahead and wrote a really good story in rhyme about this. I know. This is Abigail. This, the model, Shirley Temple, has being at Shirley Temple now, Jandara Michelle Ransinger, my granddaughter. Okay, so, he was only their proximity, where am I? So, just as Edwin was a proximity father, just as Edwin was a proximity father for the other 8 or 9 children who thought they were his biological children, just as the 8 or 9 children who believed wrongly. DNA can prove they wrongly believe that Stevie Wonder was their real father. He was only their proximity father, except, as I said, for Rob and Michelle Birdsong. who looks like him. None of the others look like Steve. Also, Robin can really sing well, like Steve. Singh is the only child who looks like Edwin and who has the same profession as Edwin. My youngest child, Melanie L. Spear. This is Melanie. This is Melanie. Is the biological daughter of Isaiah Allen Jackson, the light-skinned black classical music conductor. This, too, is a recent revelation. Blame it on the ignorance of science. They told us babies are conceived when the mother and father have physical